This is Comprehensive Credit Repair with your new credit repair tip for today, and this is Derek A. Smith. Today I'm going to talk about removing extra names and addresses from your credit report. Ideally, you want to have all of your credit accounts and your financial dealings under one form of your name. If you are a senior, a junior, or a third, you want the surname included also in order to separate your credit from other individuals with similar names. Not only will this eliminate confusion, but it has been shown to raise credit scores by 5 to 20 points when the extra names come off the report. It appears that the credit bureaus don't want the public to know this secret because they claim it makes no difference. However, my experience says otherwise. Client scores do improve when superfluous names and addresses are removed. Why? Because the perception of stability increases with one name and long-standing addresses. Stable people pay their bills, so that's what they want to see. We all know a person can be stable and still move a lot, and this is probably why the bureaus deny that it helps. Nevertheless, those who do thousands of credit improvements over decades of time say it does matter. By way of example, if your name is Patricia Mary Scott and you change your name after marriage to Patricia Mary Patterson, you don't want your credit report to look like this: Patricia Scott, Patty Scott, Patricia M. Scott, Patricia Patterson, Pat Patterson, Pat Mary Patterson, Patricia M. Patterson, or PM Patterson. That adds up to 8 names for one woman. If she has good credit and a score of 790 and she gets all the names deleted except for Patricia M. Scott and Patricia M. Patterson, her score is likely to top 800, which is something to brag about. However, here's the problem, one you're likely to run into for yourself. Let's say she sends a letter stating, Patricia M. Patterson is my only correct and true name, so please delete all others. But then on her credit report, there's an old auto loan that was financed in the name of Patricia Scott. In addition, she has a credit card with the name Pat Patterson. The credit bureaus will not delete those 2 names because they are anchored with an established credit history. In situations like this, you must dispute the old paid-off auto loan as belonging to you as well as the alternate names. In addition, you need to contact your credit card company and have them correct your name on the credit card to the one correct form of your name. After giving them 45 days to update the records, send a notice of correction to the credit bureaus. What about too many addresses? If you have an extraordinarily large number of addresses on your report, then you should consider having some of those deleted too. Look for addresses of places where you have never lived. Look for your parents' address. In addition, if there are addresses where you have no credit tie, you can remove those as well. It is normal for a person to move, so having a few addresses on your report is normal and just fine. The addresses of previous mortgages you've had will be on your credit report, and you want to retain those because a mortgage that has been paid on time is an asset to your credit report. On the other hand, if you have 15 addresses and 5 of them are places you lived at for a year or less with no credit tie, I recommend sending a letter asking for those to be removed. Let me give you a pro secret about addresses and derogatory credit. Let's say you lived on Elm Street when you took out a Visa card that now has payments or has gone into collections, and now you're living on Spruce Street. You should send a letter to the credit bureaus that says Elm Street is an incorrect address for you and to remove it from your records. Do that before you dispute the derogatory credit on that Visa card. That way, when the credit bureaus receive the credit investigation form that says the Visa card is not yours, they have no address tying it to you. That will help in getting the derogatory credit removed. However, if you still live on Elm Street and have your current positive credit cards tied to Elm Street, then you won't be able to remove Elm Street and you shouldn't try. This secret won't work for everyone, but if it applies to you, then you definitely want to use it. Folks, fixing your credit is difficult, and I'm a pro at it and I can do it for you. If you need help fixing your credit report and removing anything, you can learn more about my services at www.comprehensivecreditrepair.com. And by the way, when you select me as your credit repair specialist, you also get a free luxury vacation to one of 51 locations I have available. So go over to www.comprehensivecreditrepair.com right now and sign up for my service and get your free trip. I'll see you in the next video.